Well, thank you for seeing me on such short notice, Mrs. Carrington.
No problem, Mrs. Oliver.
I won't keep you from your work long.
Oh, I sent Nita over to the boutique to supervise the workmen, so you have as much time as you need.
Good.
Would you be seated?
Oh, thank you.
Is there some problem, Mrs. Oliver?
Well, there really isn't any problem, but,
But what?
Well, I read the article in the paper this morning about the opening of your boutique.
Yes?
It mentioned that all sales would benefit the orphans' charity.
Really? Well, I read the paper this morning, but I didn't see the article.
It's only a small piece at the foot of the social page.
Mrs. Oliver, I'm terribly sorry. I had no idea this was going into the paper. My publicist must have done it without telling me.
You know, the agreement with the orphans' charity isn't final yet.
I do hope that this article isn't going to present any problems for you.
Well, I don't foresee any problems, but I must admit that I was surprised to read the notice in the paper.
Well, I do hope that you will accept my apology. My publicist just misunderstood me.
Well, I don't think that you did it on purpose, and as I said, I don't foresee any problem, but I want to make it certain that you understand that I need the board's approval before I can give a final okay. I'm not meeting with the board until tomorrow.
Please let me assure you that this is no problem from my point of view, and I will talk to my publicist immediately and make sure nothing else is put in the paper before it's finally settled, all right?
Justin, I read in the paper that your sister Paige is opening up a boutique in the Galleria. Isn't that a surprise?
I hadn't heard that.
She must have gotten a big settlement from Dennis to be able to finance that.
I doubt that. She probably used that money I paid her for her share of the ranch.
Well, I think that's really interesting.
What?
Two marshals starting new businesses at the same time.
Me?
I'll do anything I can to help.
The best thing you can do is to take care of yourself. My first son, I will take care of the business. When is the baby due exactly?
Oh, well, Justin, it's really hard to tell on the first one.
All the Marshall babies were delivered on time.
Well, the Linden babies weren't. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, can you make a guess?
I think around March 21st. First day of spring.
Thanks, Dad. That's terrific. But you're the crossword puzzle expert. I'm going to need help.
Well, I don't know how much help I can be.
Why not?
Well, I'm only about halfway through the crossword puzzle books you brought me when I was in the hospital. It's not my fault. You brought me enough books to start a lending library.
I guess I did kind of load you down, didn't I?
Yeah, it seems like every time you came, you brought a different book.
Well, I didn't want you to get bored.
How are they treating you, son?
So far, so good.
As I recall, food here at this place isn't half bad.
Well, I don't remember the breakfast. I was half asleep when they wheeled it in. But lunch was pretty good.
I'm sorry I didn't get here earlier.
It's all right.
I just wanted to get things started at the station first. Thought that would give us a little more time to visit.
Did you tell Vicky I wouldn't be back for a while?
Mm-hmm. It's all been taken care of.
Thank you.
When you feel up to it, Vicky says your job is ready and waiting. It's gonna be all right, son.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, don't be sorry. I want you to be sorry. Nothing to be sorry for. Just want you to be well.
I feel like I've been in a dream. I don't know why I did what I did. To you or to Paige?
Well, that's what we're here. What we're here for, to find that out.
Have you talked with her?
Mm-hmm, I have.
Is she all right?
Paige has a lot to deal with right now. We all do.
Excuse me, Dr. Jeffries. May I speak with you?
Oh, of course, Paige. Just a moment, please. Continue with the usual dosage.
Sorry to bother you. I was wondering how Dennis is.
Well, he seems to be all right now. He spent a very restful night, and judging from his appetite at lunchtime today, I would say that he's not unduly depressed. As a matter of fact, I think I can safely say that under the circumstances, he's doing quite well.
Oh, good. That's wonderful news. Have you had a chance to speak with him this morning?
If you're referring to therapy, I have an appointment at 4.
Do you know how long he's going to have to be here in the hospital, Doctor?
Well, that's very difficult to say. It's really going to be up to Dennis.
What do you mean?
Well, since he checked himself into the hospital voluntarily, he's free to go at any time. But my guess is at least a week, possibly several.
Dr. Jeffries, is there anything I can do to help him?
At the moment, there isn't.
If there is anything, would you please let me know?
Of course, I'll be glad to.
You won't forget.
No, I won't forget.
All right. Thank you. Doctor, I know that anything that you and Dennis would discuss will be confidential, but somehow I would like him to know that I don't blame him for what he did.
Well, for now, Dennis's main problem is dealing with his feelings of guilt. That's the first step.
And after that?
After that, Dennis's recovery will have to come one step at a time.